The distributive property is very important in algebra, and we use it really a lot. Most of us don't even think about it, why things are happening. We just know to distribute. So today we're going to use models to understand what's actually going on. And this is really kind of a fun way to visualize when we expand or multiply using the distributive property. So we're going to do 3 examples. So the first one is 4 times parentheses n plus 2. And if you think about this, what does this expression mean? It means we're going to multiply by 4, or we're going to take 4 groups. And I'm going to draw a circle to represent each group. Okay? So whatever goes outside the parentheses, whatever number we're multiplying by, that's how many circles we're going to draw, or how many groups. And we know that each group has to have an n, because it's 4 groups of n, and each group also has to have 2. And since we're adding, I'm going to put plus signs. Okay? And if you look at this model, you will see that it shows 4 groups, and each group has an n and plus 2 pluses. Okay? Now, in order to expand this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to total up everything in all 4 of the groups. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 n's. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8 pluses, which would be plus 8. And that's how we expand. Pretty easy, right? Now, when we move past models, we will see that 4 times n plus 2 without models is not difficult either. We're going to distribute. 4 times n would be 4n plus, we're going to keep the sign, and 4 times 2 is 8. So it's going to be easy to transition from the models to doing it without the models, but again, we just want to understand fully what's going on here. So let's move to our second example. Now we have 3 groups, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3 groups. In this case now, each group has 2 x's. So I'm going to just kind of put them floating around in here. Okay. And what else do they have? They each have 4, but we're subtracting. So I'm going to indicate that by 4 negative signs. Okay, so each group has -4, not +4. And then, let's see, what do we end up with? We're going to total everything up again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's. That would be 6x. And let's count the minuses. We have 4, 8, 12 minuses. That's -12. And that is how we do that one. Again, 3 times 2x minus 4 without the models is going to be equivalent to 3 times 2x, which is 6x. Keep the minus sign. 3 times 4 is 12. And you see that's what we get up here with the model. Okay, one last example just to see that we can do this with any expression where the thing outside the parentheses, the factor outside the parentheses, is a number. If it's a variable, we don't know how many groups to draw, so we can't do it that way. But as long as we have a number, so in this case, 2 groups. Each group has 2y squareds. So I'm going to put 2y squareds in each of these. And we'll do a little color coding for this because it's a little more complicated. And then each group has a y. And then each group also has 3 negatives, right? Because it's -3. All right, well, let's take a look and let's do our thing here. And when we write an expression, we always write the terms in order of decreasing powers or exponents. So we're going to count up the y squareds first. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4y squared. So that would be 4y squared plus, how many y's do we have? We have, let's look at the pink. We have 2 y's. And then we have, remember, these are negatives. So we're going to have how many negatives? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our equivalent expression is going to be 4y squared plus 2y minus 6. And let's see if we can do that without the model. So I'm going to go back to my color coding. I'm going to do, hold on, let's try it. I'm going to do 2 groups, 2 times, and then let's do 2y squared plus y minus 3. All right, and let's see what we get here. So we're going to do 2 times 2y squared. Well, 2 times 2 is going to be 4, so we have 4y squared. And then we have 2 times y, which is 2y, and it's positive, so it's plus 2y. Whoops. Can't forget the 2. Plus 2y. And then we're subtracting, right? So we're going to subtract 2 times 3, which is 6. And let's see, do these match? 4y squared plus 2y minus 6. Okay, and that is how we use models to illustrate multiplying using the distributive property.